What's up YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be doing part 2 of my Colored Natural Hair series. I will be talking about what exactly happens to your hair when you color it and what products I personally have been loving and how I've been maintaining my hair through this process. So before we get started, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. Make sure to leave some comments below too if you have any questions throughout this video, want anything clarified, and let me know what you'd like to see for part 3. Now, without further ado, let's get into it. So, although I am not a hair professional, by any means I am not a hairstylist, I still like to read and do my research before I have any sort of major procedure, or I don't know what else you'd call it, procedure, service done. So I did a little bit of research as to what exactly is happening with our hair when we color it. Now, for those of you who haven't lightened your hair but have colored it using like a semi-permanent dye or a color rinse, what you're doing with that dye is basically depositing that dye to the outside of your hair shaft. So you're not allowing your hair shaft to actually open up and take the dye. So you're going to see a lot less damage or potential for damage with doing a semi-permanent or a rinse, because you are not adding as many chemicals to your hair, making your hair less vulnerable to having any damage. However, when you lighten your hair, you are going to have to use bleach. Now, when I say you, I mean your hairstylist. Do not try this at home if you don't have any experience. If you're on a budget, I totally understand that, but even if you have a friend who has done it before, or just somebody who's more experienced than you, if you're experienced, you do what you do. But I definitely recommend having a professional lighten your hair, and if that means you have to wait a little bit longer and save up for it, I highly recommend it. You will not regret having somebody who knows what they're doing and you having that peace of mind when you are in their chair. So, off my soapbox for that. So everyone's hair that has color has melanin in it. What bleach reacts to the greatest is going to be that eumelanin, or those darker hair colors. So when the bleach is oxidizing the melanin molecule, you're going to see a yellow color. The reason that it's yellow is actually because our hair is basically made up of keratin, which is a protein. So as you can see, there's a lot of science that goes behind the scenes in this. So when I went to my stylist, I made sure that she kind of explained a little bit to me about how she was going to prevent my hair from breaking, because as you know, naturally curly hair, naturally kinky hair is a lot more fragile, and you really want to be careful, because if you over lighten your hair, or if you let the chemicals process a little bit too long, you can risk losing your curl pattern all over again. Now, we already got rid of our heat damage and we don't want to add extra color damage to our hair, so make sure that you go to somebody who knows what they're doing. Most stylists now, especially that practice on curly hair, are going to use something called OLAPLAEX. Now, what OLAPLAEX is a system and product that allows you to repair the chemical bonds in your hair, because as you could see from what the bleach is doing, it's breaking down the bonds and molecules that are in your hair. Now, I know that I'm not explaining this probably the way that they do in beauty school, because I have never been, but from what I can understand, this is the process of what's going on when you are coloring your hair. So you want to make sure that they use that OLAPLAEX to basically repair the protein bonds in your hair so that you don't see any of that damage. So OLAPLAEX is actually a 3-step system, and you can actually purchase the third step, which is sort of ongoing home care to prevent you from any continuous damage. But there are other products which I personally love to use that have allowed me to maintain nice, healthy, color-treated hair. You want to make sure that when you make this investment into your hair and when you make this change, that you are doing everything in your power to take care of it, to make sure that your hair remains healthy as you are living your best life with your nice new colored hair, and that you're not doing anything to deter your progress in your healthy hair journey. So I wanted to give you my favorite products that I've been using that I have realized that my hair has really been responding well to, especially when it gets dry, because I can't say that it gets more dry than it did before, but it is a lot more visible now because it's lighter. So when it's lighter, you can see more definition, but you can also see more frizz and dryness when it is needing a little bit more moisture. First, let's talk about shampoos. Now, in my last video, I mentioned the difference between brassiness and ashiness. And it's all about preference, but over time, you'll notice that your hair will start to get a little bit more of that orangey, that yellow color if you do not tone your hair. So there are two different shampoos that you can get to tone your hair, which will help reduce the brassiness and add a little bit more ash tone. My stylist gave me this Matrix Total Results Brass Off Blue Shampoo. So blue shampoo is basically going to neutralize that brassiness from a hair color like mine. So when I do notice it starts to get a little bit yellowy, orangey, I will wash my hair with this and let it sit for about 5 minutes. And this is going to help it just kind of get that brass off. Now, if your hair is a little bit lighter than mine, or if you do want to have more of that ashy tone, which is a little bit more on like the whiter blonde side, then you can use a purple shampoo. And just the same as you would use this, it's just gonna kind of get it a little bit lighter and give it that ash tone. But right now, this has been working really great for me. I got this at her salon for $12, and I believe you can buy it for about that same amount or less on Amazon. So I will make sure to tag that in the description box. I wouldn't necessarily say that product is super natural hair friendly. I'm sure it has sulfates in it. So I make sure to keep a rotation going and use some of my personal favorite shampoos that I would use regardless. And some of my favorites right now are the Carol's Daughter almond milk line. I have been loving this. I used it in a previous video, but this, even though it kind of has like a little bit of like a baby smell, kind of like a lotion that just reminds you of childhood somehow, I don't know. But I really like this. This is a really great shampoo to help you detangle your hair. Almond milk conditioner and the almond milk shampoo make a great pair, and I definitely make sure to keep this in my shower at all times. And I will use this probably once or twice a month, and I really love these too. So these definitely stay in rotation. Another favorite shampoo that I have is the Mongongo Oil Exfoliating Shampoo by Mielle Organics. OMG. This is just so amazing. I don't care if you have color in your hair, if you are transitioning, if you're natural, if you've never done anything to your hair before, this is an amazing shampoo. It smells really, really good, works up a really beautiful lather, and I'm like, I love it. This is so great. And speaking of wash day, some of the conditioners that I have also been loving, especially since coloring my hair, is the Shea Moisture Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen, Grow, and Restore Treatment Mask. Now, I'd used this product actually before I had colored my hair, and I felt like it was okay. Like, my hair felt a little bit funny when I used it, and that's when I started to realize that my hair wasn't really feeling protein before I had color treated my hair. But now that it has been really wanting to have those proteins to help restore the dryness, it has been just soaking it up, and this is an amazing, I really swear by this deep conditioning mask. I also really enjoy using the leave-in conditioner now from the same Jamaican Black Castor Oil line. This is made with shea butter, peppermint, and apple cider vinegar, and of course Jamaican Black Castor Oil. So definitely recommend these two babies together. From the previous line that I mentioned from Mielle Organics, the Mongongo Oil Hydrating Conditioner. Oh wow, this is amazing. It's amazing. Try it. Try it. One special thing about this deep conditioner is it is actually protein free. And that is one thing that definitely intrigued me before I realized that my hair was really craving that protein. But despite that, this works really, really well. It's really easy to detangle your hair with this, and it's the perfect consistency, not too thick, not too thin. And then when deep conditioning, if you do have a super long deep conditioning session like I sometimes like to have, I love my Hot Heads deep conditioning cap. You can pop this in the microwave for 1 minute on each side, and then another minute if you need it extra hot, and then leave that on your hair to let the deep conditioner soak in. And I really have great deep conditioning sessions with this. So I will link this down below as well if you do not have one already. Now, when your hair naturally wants to be a little bit on the drier side, you want to make sure that after your wash day, you have a leave-in conditioner that you can use so that your hair can just soak it back up, and make sure that before you get into your styling process that your hair is in great shape. So one of my favorite leave-in conditioners right now is actually this 25 Miracle Milk by Mizani, and it has a lot of really great benefits in it. It says it's for all hair types. And let's see, it's good for nourishing hair, lightweight results, reduces dryness, helps condition transitioning hair, helps protect hair during brushing. It's just, you know, it's good. From Jane Carter Solutions, another one of my favorites is the Curls to Go Untangle Me Weightless Leave-In Conditioner. This makes detangling like, it's a breeze. I love this. And this is specifically made for curly and coily hair, and just does an incredible job at detangling. It's definitely one of my favorite detanglers and makes my hair super soft. And then last but not least, as you could see from this being almost completely gone, my Kiki Curly Knot today is an Old Faithful. I really love this product. It was definitely the first leave-in conditioner that I had found in the drugstore that actually worked, because I think I had used everything else and it was either way too expensive, or it was just, when it said detangling, it's like, okay, yeah, maybe if my hair were like bone straight, it would detangle it fine. But no, this, you can rake through just about any hair texture. So I would say when you're looking for an amazing detangler, these two are amazing. I love these. And then for the Mizani, I say that this is really good for just giving you all around great benefits for your hair. Having an oil that you can put in your hair and seal after you're done styling is really important. So I really love, from the Jane Carter Curls to Go line, again, the Shine On Curl Elixir is amazing, and also from their Healthy Hair line, I really love their Complex 4 Replenish and Repair Oil. These two are, you know, both of these are almost gone, you can see. I hope that this little overview helps you if you are considering just some new hair products in general, or if you are coloring your hair or have color treated hair already that you are just looking for some extra products to give a little zhuzh. So these ones have not let me down. I really love these products, and I am open to learning about any others that you love for your color treated hair. So let us all know in the comments down below. And if you like videos like this and want to see more, or just have any other questions about color, let me know for the part 3 of this color series, and I will make sure to get to you. So thank you again. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.